This is what happens when you go within instead of go without in noise and frolic. I mean, everything has its time and its season, but I'm using this season and most of my seasons to go within. And when you go within, in quiet contemplation, without the distractions of noise, you start to get ideas, you start to get inspiration, you start to see things from another angle. Contemplating the life and story of Jesus. What if we have entirely learned that the wrong way? What if it was presented to us the wrong way? More and more I see that the story that we have been given in our Bible is a sanitized, sterilized, and forged copy. What if Jesus did not actually lay down and give his life for us? What if it was the other way around? What if his death was actually a selfish act? And I don't mean that in a negative way, because as I am traveling my spiritual path, my soul, that is a path of loneliness, aloneness. It's a solo path that cannot be shared with another person. And the path to salvation or eternal life cannot be obtained by someone else giving their life or dying for you. No one can die for you and give you anything. You and I, we must take upon ourselves our own death. And in that awareness and consciousness, I just caught a glimpse of Jesus dying on the cross. It was a very selfish act. He was doing his solo journey of ascension, and the death has impacted no one. It has given no one eternal life. You yourself have to die the death on the cross. Not on a physical cross, but esoterically. No one can take this road and this death for you. You must die the death. And so in accepting his cross and accepting his crucifixion and his execution, that's actually what it was. It was his execution, because he went against the status quo. He went against the ways of this world. He went against the ego, and that offended too many people who were invested in this human ego life with all its allurement of power and wealth and control. Yeah, what if his death on the cross was a selfish act, and it was his exit from this illusory life? I can't get away from this topic, and it might sound morbid to those who are still caught up in the merriment of ego and the excitements of ego. They're temporal, and you will find and feel that again when your current bliss is taken from you with a loved one, with the loss of a loved one, or a loss of something dear to you. Then you will feel that pain again of this temporalness, and you will feel the sting of death again. You might be living in a phase of bliss at the moment, and all the sorrows are forgotten. When that sting of death comes around again, it'll serve as a reminder. And if you experience that often enough, eventually physical death will come as a welcome. It'll come as a welcome door that'll finally lead you to your real home. And yeah, so this is the thought that just came to me as I am quietly being on the couch here. What if the story of his sacrificial death is actually the inverse, and it's made humanity drunk and kept us distracted and thinking that someone else took the burden of our journey upon himself and imparted life to us. No one, no Jesus, no one can give life to you. You have to find that life yourself. You have to become your own sacrificial lamb in order to find the life. You have to lose this life in order to find the real true life. And yeah, I think there's something to it. At least the path that I am on right now appears to confirm the inverse of the story that we have been told. I mean, think about it. Everything that is public knowledge that has been given for the consumption of the masses is never the truth. It's not the truth for the initiated few. You always have to question that which is presented for mass consumption. It's not the true way. And we've been handed the Bible as a thing for mass consumption. The way it is written is not the truth. No, the truth is the opposite of the way it is written. There may be little nuggets here and there, but you will not understand that without being initiated into the higher consciousness or being born again. You cannot understand the scriptures unless you have been initiated in the higher truths. And then when you look back at the text, only then you will see the aha and how it really was and what was really meant. No one has given their life for your salvation. You must work this out on your own. You must bring your ego to the cross and crucify it, so that you might find the narrow way that leads to life.